Welcome to PRISCI-ANTO Educational Academy. In this session, I am going to explain you the even function. How to find the even function? Let us see one example. So, first one, expand. First question is expand f of x is equal to the two values are given. So, first value is 1 plus 2x divided by pi, comma minus pi less than x less than 0. So another value is 1 minus 2x divided by pi, 0 less than x less than pi, right? So this is the question. So as a full range, Fourier series in the interval minus pi to plus pi, and hence deduce that, 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 5 square plus etc., which is equal to pi square by 8, okay. So this is the question. So let us see the answer. So answer is first one. First you have to write. So what is given? How to find the even function or odd function? F of x is equal to, set bracket, phi 1 of x, phi 2 of x. So you can compare with the given question. What is the phi 1 of x? Phi 1 of x is equal to 1 plus 2x divided by pi. Phi 2 of x, which is equal to 1 minus 2x divided by pi. 1 minus 2x divided by pi. So now we are going to check what is the even function, what is the odd function. So even function, odd function is phi 1 of minus x, which is equal to minus phi 2 of x. This means odd function. So phi 1 of minus x, which is equal to phi 2 of x. This means even function. Okay. So now, so what is given we are going to find. So the given one is here. So therefore phi 1 of x. So phi 1 of x is equal to phi 2 of x. So phi 1 of x is equal to phi 1 of x, which is equal to 1 plus 2x divided by pi. So phi 1 of minus x, which is equal to 1 plus 2 into minus x divided by pi. This can be written as 1 minus 2x divided by pi. This can be written as phi 2 of x. So phi 1 of minus x is equal to phi 2 of x. That's why it is an even function. So it is an even function means what is the value? Bn is equal to, directly you can write as 0. So Bn is equal to 0. So you have to find the value of a naught an. Bn is equal to 0 means you have to find the value of a naught an. So therefore the Fourier series, Fs means Fourier series, f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx. This is the formula, where a naught is equal to 2 divided by pi, integral 0 to pi, f of x dx. This is the formula. So 2 divided by pi, integral 0 to pi, f of x dx. Now you will have the doubt from the question which one we have to select, because there are two things are given, 1 plus 2x divided by pi, 1 plus 2x divided by pi, this is given. What is the limit? Minus pi to 0. Next, this one we have to select for f of x, because what is the limit? 0 to pi. So 0 to pi, the limit is there. 0 to pi means what is the f of x? The f of x value is 1 minus 2x divided by pi. So therefore you are going to use 1 minus for f of x. So which is equal to 2 divided by pi integral 0 to pi 1 minus 2x divided by pi into dx. 1 minus 2x divided by pi into dx, which is equal to 2 pi 2 divided by pi 2 divided by pi 1 minus 1 into dx will be x minus 2 pi x if we are integrating x square by 2 0 to pi. So therefore which is equal to 2 divided by pi, 2 cancel. So pi upper limit if you are applying pi square by pi minus lower limit if you are applying 0 minus 0. So a0 is equal to pi minus, right, 2 pi x if you are integrating x square by 2. So pi square by pi. So pi square it will be 0. So a0 is equal to 0, right? So a0 is equal to 0. So next you have to find an value. So an is equal to so an is equal to 2 pi integral 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx, which is equal to 2 pi integral 0 to pi f of x is 1 minus 2x divided by pi into cos nx into dx. So integral Bernoulli's formula we are going to use uv dx uv1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus etc. So u is equal to 1 minus 2x divided by pi. V is equal to cos nx. So u dash is equal to 1 if you are differentiating 0 minus 2 pi. X is 1. So u double dash is 0. So v1 is equal to cos if you are integrating sin nx divided by n. Sin if you are integrating minus cos nx divided by n square. Minus cos nx divided by n square. Now we are going to apply in the formula. So that's why, which is equal to an is equal to 2 divided by pi uv1 minus u dash v2. So 1 minus 2x divided by pi, this is u. v1 is sin nx divided by n minus u dash minus 2 pi v2 minus cos nx divided by n square. So limit is 0 to pi. Limit is 0 to pi, which is equal to 2 divided by pi 1 minus 2x by pi sin nx divided by n minus 2 divided by pi cos nx divided by n square. The limit is 0 to pi, which is equal to, first you have to apply the upper limit, next you have to apply the lower limit. For upper limit sin n pi, so 1 minus 2 pi divided by pi sin n pi divided by n, this is upper limit, minus 2 divided by pi cos n pi divided by n square, this is upper limit, minus lower limit sin 0, so that is 0, minus 2 pi cos 0 divided by n square minus 2 pi. So sin n pi 0, sin 0 0, so 2 divided by pi, here will be, so minus 2 pi, minus 2 divided by pi cos n pi divided by n square, minus or minus plus 2 divided by pi into 1 by n square. Okay, so from this you can write the answer. From this you can write the answer, which is equal to an is equal to 2 divided by pi into 2 divided by pi n square. You can take 1 minus cos n pi, 1 minus cos n pi. So 4 divided by pi square n square, 4 divided by pi square n square. 1 minus cos n pi can be written as minus 1 power n, which is equal to an is equal to, this is an is equal to, if n is odd, if n is odd means n is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 1 means minus 1, minus of minus 1 will be plus 1. So 2, 8 divided by pi square n square, if n is odd, which is equal to 0 if n is even. If n is even means 0, if n is odd means 8 divided by pi n square. Okay, so therefore substitute in the formula. So what is the a naught, what is the an, everything you have to substitute. So if you are substituting, the formula is, okay, so we are going to substitute. So the value is, what is the a naught, what is the an, that is very important. Okay, so Fourier series f of x is equal to a naught by 2. What is the a naught? 0. So summation n equal to 1 to infinity. So here is even odd to infinity, not 1 to infinity, odd to infinity. 8 divided by pi square n square. This is an cos nx. An cos nx. What is the f of x? There are two values are given. So you can write as f of x is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity 8 divided by pi square 2n minus 1 whole square, right? Or else as it is you can take, or else as it is you can take. Okay, so therefore here you can write as, you can write this one, or else as it is you can write. This is one of the way, cos 2n minus 1 x. This is if you want to write n equal to 1 to infinity, or else you can write as it is, you can write f of x is equal to summation n equal to odd to infinity 8 divided by pi square n square cos nx. This is the final answer. Okay, so from this you can write, by taking x is equal to 0, by taking x equal to 0, left hand side, what is f of x? This will be, there are two values, 1 plus 2x divided by pi, 1 minus 2x divided by pi. Then x is equal to 0 means f of x value will be 1 plus 0, 1 minus 0, which is equal to 1, right? So f of x value will be 1 when x equal to 0. So 1 is equal to summation n equal to odd to infinity 8 divided by pi square n square cos 0, because x equal to 0, cos 0. So cos 0 means 1. So therefore 1 is equal to 8 divided by pi square summation n equal to odd to infinity 1 by n square, because cos 0 is equal to 1. Okay, cos 0 is equal to 1. So now we have to apply this 8 divided by pi square. If it goes to left hand side, it will become as pi square divided by 8. N is equal to odd to infinity, summation n equal to odd to infinity 1 by n square. So pi square divided by 8, which is equal to 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 3 square, odd means 1 by 5 square plus etc. So this is the final answer. Thank you.